This is the Kratom Science Podcast. I'm your host, Brian Gallagher, blog and social media writer for KratomScience.com, your source for all things Kratom. My guest is Suzette Prutsok from Southern California. Suzette is an abstract artist and screenwriter. She was addicted to opiates for years, and after a couple of attempts, got sober and made a profound change in her life with the help of Kratom. This is Suzette Prutsok, and this is her Kratom story. So you're an abstract artist. I like your paintings. They're cool.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. I kind of got into it. Well, I've always done it, but, I got into it more the last few years. And now, it's taken off. It's good art therapy, you know what I mean? It's kind of it helps me in more ways than one, just being creative and having an outlet.
Is that what
I
you do
think
for
so.
work, or do you do something else for work?
I do medical billing in the day, so,
Yeah.
my day job is blah. But I was into screenwriting a lot, and that's, it's hit and miss. It's really hard to have a career in that.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, your paintings are cool. Do you sell most of them?
I wish. I mean, yeah, they're for
Yeah.
sale, but I get some people say, "Oh, that's cool, how much?" But I've only sold a couple, you know.
Yeah.
I need to get out to an art show or something like that. I have an Instagram, and it's Lagtime Art over there, and that's where I put all my paintings.
Yeah.
So, if you're interested, you can check it out over there. But
So what part of Southern California are you in?
I live in Tustin, Santa Ana, Tustin.
Okay.
And my family, we grew up here in California,
Yeah.
but my whole family, everybody's from West Virginia.
Oh, really?
So
Close to us.
so,
We're in Pittsburgh.
Are you? Yeah, we go to the airport in Pittsburgh all the time.
Yeah.
I was born in Morgantown, long time ago.
Yeah. I've been there many times. When did you first hear about Kratom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I read about it. 6 years ago when I was looking. I've always been looking for a way to get off stupid pills. My boyfriend at the time, he'd be like, "Oh, what are you reading? You're wasting your time." I'm like, I'm looking for a way to get out of this shit because I know I need to, it's got to come, and I'm too much of a wuss to go cold turkey, and I didn't want to go down methadone or Suboxone. I just knew that was in a whole nother, nightmare just
Yeah.
by, talking to people and all that shit. And people say, "Oh, well, they're saying about Kratom. Oh, well, you're just trading one addiction for another."
Mhm.
And I believed that crap. And I Googled, and I believed all the crap about, if you Google Kratom, it's nothing flattering really on
Yeah.
Google. And it's all misleading, all fucking lies. Oops.
Yeah, we're doing our best to
But,
get at the top of the Google results, but it's it's tough depending on what you Google.
Yeah, it's all fixed, and it's totally, they grease each other's palms. It's all paid off.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
all the things they said were all sponsored by rehab and the FDA, and it's oh yeah, you guys stand to lose a lot of money if Kratom gets more popular. So
Yeah.
of course you're gonna talk crap on it. Well, that fell for that.
Yeah, it's like marijuana. It's safe in plant form already, and it's the safest way to consume it.
Yeah, you can't copy it, and that's what they're waiting to do with the Kratom is try and isolate some alkaloid to where they can make a pill out of it. It's people don't have 20 years to wait for that crap when you can just take the plant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Listen to the people. I was one of those people that read Google, and I thought, so I wasted another 5 years of my life not doing that. And then one day the stars just aligned in a bad way, in a good way, and at the same time, to where I was out of money, nowhere to find nothing, because I had to go buy pills off friends in the street or whatever they call it,
Yeah.
because I had a doctor and the guy cut us off, totally cut everybody off, and it was because he was probably doing shady shit, but
Yeah.
anyway, that's a whole nother story. But what do you do next? You got cut off from the doctor, and you have, you take 120, 30 milligram oxys a month, and now you get none of that. It's what? It's hell. The doctors don't even give a shit either to return your call, or they just say find someone else or go to the ER.
Yeah.
Legally, they just say go to the ER, you know?
Yeah.
But
Oh, God,
anyway,
that's the answer to everything here if you need
yeah,
some
let's
medical
just go,
help.
and mess up the ER, and they don't even care because they're like, another drug withdrawal, bye, you
Yeah.
know?
So
But
what,
no, and I
it
found
was
Kratom this
oxys
time.
that you were taking?
Yeah. Oh, Oxys and Norco. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I
okay.
would think that the Kratom helped better because, like, I had done the Oxy, couldn't find that for a while, then was on Norcos forever,
Okay.
and then realized, like, once I got into Kratom, it works. Well, I was taking, I had a prescription, the doctor, in order to fill my 30s, I had to fill gabapentin, like 90 milligram or 90 pills of gabapentin, that Neurontin, like
Yeah,
Lyrica.
yeah.
And I'm like, well, I don't want to start this because I read a bunch of crap about that. And I'm like, no, I wasn't allowed. Even the pharmacist said, I can't fill my script for the oxys unless I fill the script for the Neurontin. So
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever. So I had bottles of that shit in my closet. I'm like, oh, I just ended up actually dumping them all because it was like they're expired and,
Yeah.
not safe. I don't need them because I had always read that they help you get off of, like withdrawals, that taking a lot of the GABA will help you get, fight the withdrawal symptoms.
Yeah.
And I had seen a couple videos on YouTube about it. This one channel called Opiate Addiction Support, that guy saved me, gave me a lot of education of what to do. And I saw his video about Kratom, using Kratom to get off of opiates, and it was like, you know what, I'm going to try it again. After the Google mislead, I'm going to trust this guy's video, and it worked.
Yeah.
It worked. Like took away like 70% of the physical withdrawal. I went to work and was withdrawing at the same time.
Yeah.
I missed I started like a Thursday night and took Friday off, so I was able to go to work Monday no problem, and work that week, still taking the Kratom and feeling like, damn, like $100,000. You know what I mean? Not the greatest, but not though I wasn't doing bad. And for the first time in years, I'm like, damn, I'm living life without a pill. And that alone was like pink cloud moment. And then that was after you get to like day 5, you're feeling way better. And you get a lot of gastrointestinine thing a little bit, right? But big deal compared to the restless leg syndrome and the, kicking. I didn't have any of that really. Like I could sleep. I use cannabis, so that helped too. Of course.
Yeah.
THC, CBD,
That always
and
helps.
Kratom is a perfect trifecta. That is like Mother Nature's like, here, you guys are in pain or anything, try this. Honestly, and it's like, if I don't have to like take another pharmaceutical again, cool. It's aside for pain, that is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm not going to say, oh, I'm bulletproof and I'm perfect. I did, have some weekend relapses, and that's when I learned that shit made me feel drugged. I never realized it when I was living that life, but yeah, it does. And it's like a whole, like you're living in another realm.
Yeah.
Because I just felt like super sleepy all weekend. I'm like, this is not fun. And then I also noticed like the Kratom kind of keeps it to where you don't, you don't really want to use the pills anymore. Like it kind of is its own little God's methadone or whatever you could call it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you can. To me, I felt like I could use Kratom every day, or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or
People
not.
say that with alcohol too. With like the Kratom, I just don't. I've been drinking heavily for 20 years, and I started using Kratom. I don't really even feel like drinking it a lot.
Oh, that's
which is
another
insane.
Thing. Yeah. I wanted my mom, she was drinking, and one of my best friends. I want them to try it, and my sister even, all those idiots, and I mean that in the sense of like, come on, you guys, don't waste any more. Damn it. I'm going to take a drink, shit. Don't waste any more time, screwing up. Like, I'm so pissed at myself. I wasted those 5 years not trusting Kratom back then. I think, damn, how much life would have changed, Kratom only parks in the one receptor for pain. Like, no euphoria, no nothing. It's like the CBD of pain world. Like, you don't feel it, but it just works. Like, from like back pain and like even menstrual cramp pain, it's like that stuff works great.
Yeah.
Forget ibuprofen. I don't need that. That makes your stomach bleed. It's
Yeah.
like, I'll just take a little extra Kratom.
Yeah.
And I'm one of those people that takes them still in the capsule. A lot of people say, oh, it doesn't work. Oh, well, but for me, it's convenient. I would like to learn how to make Kratom tea. I think I saw your video on YouTube about that.
Yeah, it's not hard. You boil the water. Some people simmer it in water, which is fine, but I like boil the water using tea kettle, pour it on, then stir it up, let it sit for 30 minutes, and then you just have to pour off the liquid, and you can leave the sludge behind. And I get the full effects from it as if I would toss and wash or capsules. And it tastes better. It just goes down smoother, and you already have that water, so you don't. So it already is less of. It's not like cement in your belly. It eventually does. You have to keep drinking that water for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
But so when you said you were like the doctor cut you off from pain pills, was that when you started looking for Kratom, and what year was that?
I started panicking, like, what am I going to do? And then I had looked on Google and, things to do, and I just went down calling people I knew or whatever. I finally decided to, quit late 2018.
Okay.
And life was going nowhere, and I'm like, you know what? And that's when I found the Kratom. My friend and I split a bottle, and I was working, and I'm like, how are you doing? He's all, it's fine, dude. I'm like, it's like 9 hours since I had a pill, and I'm feeling fine. I'm like, you know what? Me too. And then it turned to 15 hours, and I took some more Kratom, and I'm like, you know what? I have not gone without, this long a pill in years.
Yeah.
And then I realized, damn, it got to 20 hours. And then oh my God, I went a full day. I was starting to get a little giddy, feeling like shit at the same time, but happy, proud, no way. Did I find the key to get out of opiate hell? Oh my God, I want to tell the world.
Would you get really sick if you went that long without it before you found Kratom?
You start, the withdrawals started coming in. I still had a habit of probably 150 milligrams a day of some narcotic, for years. It's just, it's a mess. I mean, some people are probably laughing. Some people are probably going, oh, shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You never know, but we're all in the same boat. I have a friend that's on pain meds, and he says his back hurts, all this stuff, but I think a lot of it is he's dependent on it. And I tried to teach him, hey, dude, try the Kratom. And so he, wouldn't do it. He was going to do it and then wouldn't do it. Thought, oh, I don't need to get addicted to something else. I'm like, oh, my God, it's not like that, dude. It's you know what? If the trade-off's plant leaf every day, so be it. Done.
Yeah.
I take 6 capsules to go to work, and I feel fine. All till 1 o'clock. I'm like, all right, I feel fine. No, I don't need coffee. Save the 600 calorie Starbucks bomb.
Yeah, definitely. That's what my wife uses it for. She keeps it on her desk at work. If she feels groggy or something, she'll have some Kratom tea
the green one.
Once a month maybe or something like that. Yeah.
Oh I take the green strain for work and daily life. A little bit. And it's it keeps me not thinking about pills. It keeps me functioning through the day. I'm a way better person than I was a couple years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, well, that's a good trade-off considering, oh no, I might be addicted to plants.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, well, I just want to bitch slap my old self.
It's kind of like a trade-off between if you do cocaine every morning before work and then you switch to coffee. That's really kind of... To me, it's kind of the equivalent. You know when I laugh at how the
FDA says things like, "Oh, Kratom is like a heroin-like effect." My ass, no way.
No, it's totally different.
Not even. Are you kidding? It's a bong rip gives me more stone than Kratom. Good Lord. That's when I knew the government straight up lies. They're lying about Kratom. And then I watched that Netflix, Lisa Faith. I tell a lot of people watch that. because they don't want to hear me bitching blah, 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 blah about Kratom. I'm like, just watch
I try to
the
get people
movie,
to watch
okay?
that too, yeah.
I think it talks to people more if they're already got, because, stupid opiates rewire your brain. You know what I mean? Like, long-term use is like, we're screwed. Our brains are already, like, tinkered. So Kratom makes me, like, work better or, like I'm supposed or more productive. I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I found it. So I want, like, other people to know, like, it's okay. Like, try it. You know what I mean? And if it don't work for you, it doesn't, then at least you tried it.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the people in the States where it's illegal. It's like, what? If I was them, I would drive to a legal state and just spend a week or two there, vacation at a motel or whatever, and use it to get off of opiates. That's what I would do.
Yeah, really,
it's worth
really.
it. It's worth saving your life. Like, that
really?
Kratom, it's worth it. It's more than like.
There should be a fund that pays for hotel rooms in neighboring illegal states.
Yeah, man.
And gives people Kratom. Hey, that's an idea. I'm throwing it out there.
Even offer it. That's what I was working on this script about this counselor who like incorporates like biochemistry healing, like your mind, body, and soul. So like, because they say to like work out too to get your natural endorphins flowing.
Yeah.
I was taking nootropics like L-tyrosine and stuff.
Yeah.
To get a little boost of dopamine because the pause going through that is hard and Kratom isn't enough to help you sometimes. My one friend's like, it stopped working for me, but now he's back on pills. Like, well, dude.
A lot of people take breaks to lower their tolerance if they have a tolerance problem. And it's not that hard. I mean, it's from what I've heard, it's not that hard to kick. Kratom.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what I was going to ask you, because you were had opiate addiction, and is an opiate withdrawal anything like a Kratom withdrawal?
Oh no, not at all. Like the Kratom, like I'll take it like 5 days a week and like take the weekends off, and I've kept it to where like how long can I go without Kratom? And I won't gone a couple, like 3 days, 2 days, and started feeling a little heebie-jeebie on day 2. And I'm like, I'll just take a few. And it's like I said, I know my brain's rewired. I know I'm trying to fix it and all. It's a process. But like I said, it's only Kratom. I said, if you respect the Kratom, it respects you back. Like, you don't need to take a lot of me. I'll give you what I can.
Yeah. How much do you take on an average day?
Like 6 to 12 grams or under. Like, try and keep it about 12 grams or under.
That seems about average. That's such a light thing on the body. It's a lot less than having like 4 beers or a 6-pack or something like that.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like one bong hit for all that, you could take 14 grams of Kratom a day, and one good bong hit, it was going to get you stoned and stuff than Kratom would.
Yeah,
so it's kind of like, and I love cannabis, so I'm not bagging. I think it does. I think everything helps in a special way. And if there was no pharmaceutical companies trying to make money, we would have probably a lot of herbs and plants that made us feel good.
Yeah,
better.
Really.
You know what I mean?
I mean, so
cannabis has been $1 somewhere, so we're put in boxes, and it sucks.
Yeah, really. There's definitely it's definitely like. My mission is to raise awareness about Kratom because everybody's people. I mean, it might be easier than the cannabis thing because I mean, how long ago was normal formed in like the early 70s, and it's finally starting to become legal everywhere. But the Kratom thing is new, but everybody's in the mindset where they're open-minded to that. Oh yeah, maybe that was propaganda for 80 years with the marijuana. So in California, I know it's actually banned in San Diego, which is weird.
Yeah, that's bizarre. I don't understand that one because it's like, why? The rest of the state's legal, but like I said, if I was living there, I would drive to another city. I've been bitched at on comments where I've said try Kratom, and people say, how dare you say that to someone? It's like, are you kidding me? Like, it's like, are you a doctor? You shouldn't be saying that. It's like, no, I'm a person that's tried it and it helped me, so I want to say try it. Oh yeah, I've had my mom try it before. They think it's pot, and it's like, no, it's not. I hate to see her suffering and stuff. And it's like, God, I know this might help. Try it.
Yeah.
When you got a whole bottle of it, it's like, here, try it. I've given it to a lot of my family.
Yeah.
And it's like, try it. My one sister's like, it didn't do anything. I go, yeah, because you were thinking it was going to give you like a bong hit buzz, and I told you that's not what it does.
It's not going to give you a high. Yeah.
Yeah, they all
that's
think
one
it's
of the
gonna do
roadblocks.
something.
Yeah, that's one of the roadblocks I think to people's recovery, especially if they're on opiates. It's like they think, oh, this stuff gets you just as high as, because they read the propaganda about it, and it doesn't really get you there.
Like I said, it's like parking cars in the garage in your brain. It parks right where it needs to. And then
that's a perfect metaphor, yeah.
Yeah, the pink cloud vibe that you get when you get off of opiates is so worth it. It's just like, man, I would wake up and think, damn, it's a beautiful day. And I never say that, ever. And it's not to be like bitchy and stuff, but it's like, I was like driving to work and wow, those flowers are so pretty and stuff. And it was like, such a good way to live life, that just overall, like, I don't have no weight on my shoulders, happiness. And it's like, just think like, because I didn't have to worry about blowing cash to go buy some today and tomorrow and whatever. And then it's like, damn, I just have this bottle of Kratom. It was relatively cheap. I got it at the smoke shop. I mean, they say don't do that, but I got mine there. So it worked out for when I needed it. You know what I mean? And then I just thought, damn, for what I paid for this, I paid one day in pills. And it's like, saved so much money, and that alone made me happy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, because, the people out there that are buying this shit every day, it's not cheap. It's terrible. It's bad, especially nowadays. It's like, I'm just grateful, like, I'm not in that, like, having to find shit every day state right now.
Yeah.
Especially, with the money and stuff, people not working. It's like,
God, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a mess. And it's like Kratom can help you get out of that mess. Pretty sure about that.
We hear that from so many people, and it's just the vast majority of people who comment on our site.
Like I said, I got to that point where it all hit to like, I'm broke. I need to get out of this. I'm going to try this Kratom, and here goes. And it worked. I was like crying like the next day, like, oh my God, I went one day and it was doable. Like, whoa, like, no way.
You do paintings and you're a screenwriter. Do you think Kratom helps with your creative process at all?
Yeah, you know what? I always said, like, when I was like in that funk, and I'm like, I think that's what killed my writing was I just didn't want to do things. And I was like, I could get out of this opiate hell. What I can please, like, is there some sort of streak of creativity that will happen? Like, I will trade it. And I still went more years on the pills. I'm like, well, something I'm supposedly passionate about, I have no passion for. It just was miserable existence. And then when I started painting, put the writing on the back and started painting more. Yeah. And I'm like, well, at least I'm getting some creativity there, and it's getting better. Like, I look at some of my first paintings, I'm like, pretty, eh. Then they got more, like, in-depth and stuff, and I developed my own style. Definitely, honestly, when I got off the, like, late 18, when I got off of the pills under the Kratom, and then that whole 2019, like, all those paintings were all Kratom. Like, no, you know what I mean? It was all a rat's flow of, like I said, it was that pink cloud moment too. So I got like 7 paintings done in that like 2-week period. Yeah. It was like every day I just wanted to do something creative, and it was like, wow. And I think that was also getting off the opiates in my brain, just being free, like, yeah. And then it starts making its own dopamine on its own, and it bursts, and then it goes down low. And that's when we get into that pause, that post-acute stuff, where we're bummed out and depressed, and we start to relapse here and there. That happens all too much, but you just fight through it. I think that's when it's okay to dabble back into your Kratom. Give you that boost to go to work. Because a lot of times we don't have energy to go to work, do our daily stuff, and it's just like drag. Mm-hmm. So I think that's where it's okay. And Kratom's like kind of, like it doesn't do anything, like you can drive on it and stuff. So
absolutely,
it's like, that helps you. if it helps you get to work and stuff, it's okay. I mean, like no one's complaining that you drink coffee every day or whatever. And I
Exactly.
mean, it's in the same family.
Yeah.
So Starbucks lines are through the roof, and it's okay for all that. That's normal. So to me, Kratom's normal. You know what I mean?
So what do you think could be done differently that would help more people hear about Kratom?
I think like having, I don't know, like personal, like doctors, like, not like Dr. Drew because he's super like a puppet for whatever pays him.
Yeah.
Because like you go on his chats and like you mention Kratom and you get like 5 people like poking you with spears, like get out of here. And it's whatever, bupin, whatever. They plug all those medicines. It's like, oh, now Big Pharma like went through the country with their opiate wave. Now they're coming through with their methadone wave. It's money, 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 And then it's like, but if you take Kratom, you can hopefully bypass all that.
Now it's Suboxone, I think.
Yeah, now they're plugging that.
Yeah.
And it's like, so when you go to the rehab, you get detoxed onto that shit. It's like, well, what if I wanted to just detox with Kratom? Oh, you're not allowed to. You got to get kicked out. That right there, the whole, like, how the rehab industry is not allowed to, like,
which is
push
horrible.
Kratom or any of that is ridiculous.
I mean, that's just...
You'll put me on Xanax and you'll put me on Suboxone, but I can't take Kratom.
That is just ethically
and maybe
just
smoke some
disturbing.
cannabis because it's legal in my state,
Yeah.
Or, I smoke some CBD then. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like that right there I think is super misleading and wrong. It's be all for profits. Rehabs are people that want to help people get sober that focus on maybe using Kratom as a tool and one of the kits, to help you physically get off of the drugs, then that's good.
Yeah.
I think that's where the lack of education is. Like my dad is a doctor and he doesn't understand much about Kratom. Like he's also retired and but he was like he never heard of it. He couldn't believe this plant could do all that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yeah, I swear to God, it's what saved me. And that was the first time I had come clean to my family about being on pills. I did that for so long. It was like my dark life, my second life. And that was horrible too,
Yeah.
So I think like the shame and stuff and then knowing
Definitely.
like, yeah, my mom is like, she asked like, how did you get off of those pills? And it's like, Kratom.
Yeah.
That's what helped me. So, they don't understand the withdrawal, how withdrawal keeps people stuck on these pills.
Yeah. It's great to be able to talk about this because it used to be like, when you're addicted to drugs, you're just, you couldn't talk about it. It was shameful. It's kind of like people are starting to come out of their shell about this stuff, and then we're starting to talk about drugs honestly.
I said, I hit it. When I was on it, I hit it and was embarrassed by it and stuff. But when I got off of it, and I was like, I feel more empowered, and then I was like, you know what? Yeah, that was me. And I want to help you try and get where I'm at now.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's where I became like, I don't need, and besides Kratom's nothing to be ashamed of either. It's really good.
Yes, it is.
If you use it wisely and stuff, and then you shouldn't have issues,
Yeah, really. Really. And that's why we should all talk about it out in the open, because if somebody has a problem, let's talk about it.
And if you're using a lot of it, just cut down, try and wean down. And that's just normal. That's with everything, right?
I ate a whole bunch of cake today. I mean, I shouldn't have done that.
Next time,
I'm a
cut
sugar
down.
addict. If it's not in the house, I won't have it, but it's always in the house, so I'll eat it. It has no health. It has no redeeming health qualities.
Actually, out of them all. Sugar's the worst out of all. It hits the opiate sensors too. Cheese, mother's milk, all that tingles the opiate sensors. So people that like a lot of cheese or whatever, it's just like, we're getting a little push of endorphin. That's why we like it so much. Seriously. So humans, the way we are so attracted to anything pleasurable,
So so I'll put this in. Where can we go to find your art? You got Twitter, Instagram?
It's Instagram. It's Suzette Prutsok. It's Prutsok, and then but it's also under Lag Time Art.
Cool.
And that's
I'll link it all in the descriptions and stuff, so
Yeah.
Plus,
especially,
I think your paintings are really cool too. So
right
somebody
on,
buy
thanks.
one.
I appreciate it. Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, hopefully, like our conversation maybe spark some interest for some people to like, hey, I'm gonna try that, or where can I get it? I want to try it, like Kratom,
Absolutely, absolutely, and I'm glad because I talk to a lot of people who were former opiate addicts.
I said, to me, it was like the key to get out of opiate hell.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, oh my God.
It
like
seems
the
to work
Holy
for
Grail.
so many people. It really does.
Yeah,
And
and then that's the sad thing. It doesn't work for a lot of people, or like some people, but the ones that do, and if you try it and it does work for you, oh my God, I swear to God, you'll kiss the ground. And even if there's ants on it, you'll kiss the ground. You'll be so grateful.
You won't snort the ants like Ozzy Osbourne. You'll just...
don't snort them. Don't. Yeah. Well, that's the one thing. Like a lot, they got to get over that psychological. The way Oxy would like just click into your head, it psychologically would tell you like you need more. You need more. And it was like after 3 hours, the stupid little 30 would be like, you need another one. And it's like it talks to you like loudly too. That shit. They scientifically made that stuff to be addictive. Because it was way more addictive than the Norco was. Like, Norco didn't ever talk to me. I couldn't have, like, 5 of them in a drawer and they're sitting there whispering to me, Norco was like Norco. But those stupid 30s, hell, those things are evil.
It's funny because it all comes from the same plant, but they engineered it differently, like you said.
It connects on all your opiate sensors is what was so gripping, It's like gimme, like a monster.
And when they hire some of the guys from the company and they get them elected to political office, they'll just sign off on it.
Oh yeah, well, what's his name? The head of the FDA, Gottlieb. He's now on the board of some pharmaceutical company. I think.
Pfizer. Yeah.
Yeah.
He went right to Pfizer. Thanks. He didn't even care.
Yeah, exactly. He was like, "Oh, I'm sick of these Kratom people telling me the truth."
Yeah.
I'm going to block them all.
Thank you, Suzette Prutsok. You can find Suzette Prutsok's art on Instagram at lagtime_art. That's lagtime_art. The music is Risey. The song is Memories of Thailand. Written and produced by me, Brian Gallagher, for KratomScience.com. Take care.